Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawning on the top side as a Demon Hunter, we have a foreign name. As teammate as a Warlock, we have a foreign name. As the opposition, the Plague Champion is Dummat, and as the Plague Champion, we have Gorilazlii. Gorilazlii? I think, I have no idea. We got a pretty standard build opener of Chaos Heretics, Tech, Chaos Marines, do more Chaos Heretics. Over here, we just Sea Guardian Squads, not uncommon. And over here, we've got Strike Squad and Inquisitor Stormtroopers. There's so many different build openers for the Ordo Malleus, the Grey Knights. I honestly have no idea what is a standard build order for them. This is very, very different each time. Air Squad's advancing forward as well. Doesn't get one model detonation there. Does not get a Strike Squad. Good special attack there, knocking back the Plague Champion.
Understood.
Another Chaos Marines pushing on forward as well. Got the channel there, but mostly hitting his own Strike Squad. Demon Hunters receive quite a bit of fire right there. Plague Champion will eventually win out, but of course the Plague Champion's as a range unit while the Demon Hunter's a melee unit. Does it inside the garrison right there, very nice. Trying to save that squad. Does get a couple rifles firing as well, or bolters.
Brothers, return fire!
Chaos Heretics are pushing way forward with the support of the Chaos Marines. Got Inquisitor Stormtroopers pushing way forward as well. We got two Inquisitor Stormtroopers. Good hits there on the Heretic squad. That's what's called Smite ability. One Inspiring Treatment has been deployed on now. Strike Squad, and Demon Hunter does get forced back there. He's trying to go for the Demon Hunter, trying to go for a wipe, but I don't think he's going to get it. So Stormtroopers engaging at range, nice long range. The Heretic Squad will likely get forced back by the Strike Squad. It does fall back now as well, and the Heretic Squad. One melee hit and that Strike Squad could go take it out, but does not. Good damage there on the Strike Squad as well. Has been up with the Tome of Titans. And these does get force these squads back as well. We got multiple power generators being deployed on out by this player. Up here we've got the Guardians weapon teams deployed on out. And the got Chaos Marines and the Plague Champion engaging from heavy cover. Warlock firing some range shots there. Got two Guardian squads here, as we got the Heretic squad up here. And right here as well. Here's Plague Champion. Maybe he's going to activate the ritual here to give these guys more health regen so they can saw a little bit better. Got a repair on this activated point. I've got one generator deployed out by the Ordo Malleus. Warlock gets a nice knockback there as well. We're going to maybe need to force back these squads.
How can we serve?
Good hits there onto the Chaos Heretics. We got the Plague Champion upgrade the Bile Spear, which gives them basically it's a flamer. We also got the Mucus Discharge there, which gives an AoE heal on friendly units, which can be very, very useful as well. There's the Bile Spear as well. There's like the Caustic Bile ability right there. Slows down the Demon Hunter for a brief moment. We got the Chaos Marines trying to engage as well. Plague James forced on back, and now the Heretics trying to tie him up in melee. Up here we got the Grenade Launcher Squad being excellent squad weapon to knock back the Heavy Weapons team, the Guardian Squad. It takes out one generator as well. Falls back before he can retaliate. It's very nice. That's Eldar tactics.
We are under attack!
Air Squad and the Chaos Marines are pushing way forward.
Ready here.
And we've got the Spartan trying to upgrade there as well. It does dominate one of the models there, forcing back both the Inquisitor Stormtroopers. While the Heretic Squad will probably lose for the Strike Squad, the Chaos Marines are here to support as well. No Eternal War upgrade just yet, and now we do have a Raptor Squad. Heretic Squad does fall back, and so does the Strike Squad. Guardians teams facing the wrong angle. Knockback grenades will make them face the correct angle. And does land in one of the models as well. The Guardian team should be able to escape on out of there, but has seen quite a bit of fire and got some Rangers being deployed out as well. Going for Pathfinder gears now, we'll get some sniper rifles. And got some noise marine deployed by the Southern Plague Champion. Sorry, I'm not sure which Plague Champion's which. So top is bottom, bottom's top. Got it. Team Hunter's getting hit by both the Plague Champion and by the Heretic Squad. We've got the Chaos Marines here. They're down to 2 models. And the Plague Champion does get forced knocked back there as well. Mucus Discharge giving them a nice full heal right there. And the Caustic Bow will slow down the Crusader Squad as they advance. The Tactical or Chaos Marine Squad does fall back, so does the Plague Champion. Ooh, that Warlock going a bit too far forward. Has look at the Merciless Witchblade. Gets drains 15 energy every strike. Also increases range attack and power knockback caused by range attacks. We also got the Champion's Round. Grants the Psychical Shield ability that allows that rather than a charm slot that allows his armor to give him the use energy as health ability. Rangers have, of course, upgraded this snipers. Got the Eternal War and upgraded onto the Chaos Marines. And he does spot the Rangers there right now. Knockback grenades on the Rangers. The Rangers may need to fall back, but we do have some good suppression here. And use knockback grenades on the Ranger squad and not on the Guardian weapon team, but the Raptors will time up the melee. As they land, the Wubs does come out. It does force them back. Over here, we do got the Cost Bow ability being utilized there. Crusaders have seen a bit of fire, and now the Plague Champion need to fall back. Norse Marines are here. No Blast Mass upgrade just yet because Tier 2's on the way. Plague Champion may get wiped out, does get wiped out right there. Definitely show them Drink Squad and the Demon Hunter right there. Maybe a good idea to go for the Mark of Corn Chaos Marines. Get the chain axes.
Adding support structure.
We are under attack.
That's the ritual right there, topping off the health of all these forces. They're all fully healed, sparring the Chaos Marines. Nice multiple knockbacks coming out by the Warlock right there. Very nice. So knockback grenades those, knock back those forces, including the heavy weapons team. And now that heavy weapons team does suppress some of these forces now. He may need to fall back. This Chaos Heretic has not been upgraded with grenade launchers, so can't use knockback grenades. And now we've got the Power Generator now under siege from the Chaos Marines. Noise Marines trying to push his way forward as well. Maybe out bash one gent, but yeah, it does retarget towards the Crusaders and does get knockback effect there. Harris may need to detonate a model and retreat him back. They did not detonate a model there and may get wiped out because of it. Yet the Heretic Squad does get wiped out. He has to keep this Heretic Squad alive, primarily for rituals, being which the Heretic Squad is severely wounded. Has still 6 models left with less than 2 health. That's interesting.
They're closing with us.
And the wait, those are Chosen Marines, not the Plague Champion. So he has gotten some Chosen Marine squads here and there, and now we've got some temporary strike squads, strike members. They do have deployment corpses there. Plague Champion has been trying to revive the Plague Champion and could use the Mucus Discharge there, get him healed up as well. No Mucus Discharge. It may. I don't think it would be on cooldown. It does go down there. Guardian Squad does fall back. Those have not get wiped out. Plasma Grenade was relatively effective for that Heretic Squad there as well. And the Guardian Squad does get tied up in melee, but you got the Guardian's weapon team suppressing the Raptors. Okay, the Demon Hunter has been fully kitted out. Got good hits there on all these forces. Chosen Plague Marines, of course, getting some great hits there as well. We may see some zombies to aid them. Does detonate one of the models right there. And this time by death, not by exploding suicide. As well as another Chosen Plague Marine model does go down. Blast Master nails his own Chosen Plague Marines. For the Demon Hunter's upgrade, we got the Force Glaive, grants the Cleave, the Emperor's Foes, grants the Inferno ability, which grants to ignites the air around the Demon Hunter. So nice AoE aura. Increases health regen against the Indomitable ability, and temporarily places unit stasis. We've seen that, the Invulnerability ability. And Tome of Tranquility increases energy and reduces cooldowns. Very nice. We got a Chaos Turnout deployed on the field with the auto cannon. Falcon engaging the Chaos Dreadnought in range will force him back and plus Bright Lance in the region. So he has gotten rid of the heavy weapon team and got a Bright Lance. Rangers trying to decrew this or destroy this power node. The Dreadnought can't really stay around to stop them because of the low health, but he's not pushing forward with the Bright Lance. Great hit there with a Blastmaster. And the Chosen Plague Marines are engaged in melee that fully reinforced. Nailed both his and his opponent's forces there. And now we got one of the abilities being utilized right there. Great hit right there as well. And we've got the temporary strike squad gains some hits there onto the strike squad. And does force back the Blastmaster. And looks like the Demon Hunter has gone for tier 3. The Warlock's going for tier 3 as well. Both of the Plague champions are not going for tier 3. The northern one is quite far from it. The southern one could potentially get it relatively soon.
The enemy is outmaneuvering us.
This power generator does detonate some models a little bit too early. The power generator does go down right there. And the Chaos Marines are getting tied up in melee. No Eternal War upgrade, no good hit there. No Eternal War upgrade, no Plasma Gun upgrade, no Chain Axes. Last final start finds another shot there, getting a full wipe on that Guardian squad. Very nice. The Warlock's now falling on back. Direct hit there on the Chosen Plague Marines. That Blastmaster's getting tied up in melee. They will need to fall back to the shortly as well. Got overcharged plasma cannon shots there. And looks like the Plague Champion is prepared to Plague this, and he doesn't have the Mucus Discharge upgrade. That maybe just hidden, because I don't think he'll just get rid of that for no good reason. Maybe the other one that had the Mucus Discharge. Maybe I'm mistaken. PowerPoint now under siege. We got a webway gate being deployed on out up here, and the Heretic Squad captures the VP. Point does get deactivated. Both sides just reinforcing, capture some sectors. We've got the ritual being activated here. Needs a much needed health regen. Not a whole lot of health regen. Was able to withstand the shots from the sniper. And now we've got the Marcus Zinch upgrade onto this Chaos Marine here. He already has the Eternal War, looks like, as well. More rituals now being activated, very nice. I'm not sure if the ritual is actually stacked. We've got a Seer Council being deployed out by the Warlock. And now we do also got the Grey Knight Terminators deployed out as well. Chosen Plague Marines gains a place on the Strike Squad. Blastmaster does get tied up in melee as well. Able to make the vulnerability ability on top of the Strike Squad to allow them to charge on forward. The Chaos Marines are falling back, so we'll get their Aspiring Champion upgrade there. Blastmaster is firing a shot there. And nice hit there onto the Demon Hunter, forcing it back. Chosen Plague Marines are trying to engage the Great Knight Terminators in melee. Not saying a great target for them. And it looks like the Demon Hunter, I thought he saw 0 health there, but he may not actually. He had a refraction above 0 health. Got temporary zombie stormtroopers right there. Now, Grey Knight Terminators are upgraded with more of an anti-infantry unit rather than an anti-vehicle unit, and looks like the Chaos Dreadnought should be able to win out versus them. And we've got the Grey Knight Terminators that have been upgraded to side cannons as well, and going for the Lever Demonica. Plague Chief is engaging as well. We got now these forces trying to save these forces. We've got the Plague Cloud pursuing the stormtroopers right there. It does get a full wipe thanks to that Plague Cloud. That Plague Cloud is quite nasty. Does utilize the invulnerability ability there onto the Grey Knight Terminators. I think the Blastmaster doing a bit too much friendly fire damage onto the Dreadnought. Does do a bit of a teleport there as well. And good knockback there, and does take up the Chaos Dreadnought. The Northern Chaos Dreadnought still alive, but being pursued by the Seer Council and the Warlock.
Our apothecary has reached level 7.
Does get nice hits there as well. The Chaos Dreadnought can turn around, start firing his autocannon. And now the Blastmaster does fall back as well. Like Chosen Plague Marines are getting knocked back by multiple sources. There's just way too much here. Chosen Plague Marines do fall back as well. Osmond Throne getting a good hit there on the Heretic Squad as the Guardian Squad does fall back. Bright Lance still in the region, trying to engage that Chaos Dreadnought. Snipers in the region as well. Could use Kinetic Pulse ability. But now that Headworks team getting forced back, receiving too much fire as well, as was knockback grenades. Should be able to keep on out, but barely. Mortimer Razorback being applied up with the Demon Hunter should be its general anti-purpose everything. The Ranger will fall on back. Warlock receiving quite a bit of fire as well. The Warlock will likely go down, does go down there as well as the Heretics start repairing up the Chaos Dreadnought.
Understood. Have the target in hand. The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
Grey Knight Terminators trying to run away. And now do have the Chaos Heretics being deployed on out. Chosen Plague Marines are still alive. One model is down, however. Mortimer Razorback has deployed out, going for the Hunter Killer Missile. Actually, I'm not familiar with the Hunter Killer Missile. Is that up to chase out the turret?
An ally's forces are under attack.
Webway gate from the both bases. Hunter Killer Missile. Is that a cast or does that actually upgrade the gun itself? So it looks like a heavy bolter, so maybe it's a cast.
Support structure complete.
Good ritual there, topping up these guys' health.
Allied Warlock has been returned to base. Ready to serve.
So both sides will go ahead and just hold the ground for the time being. We do have the snipers engaging, Bright Lance firing as well. Howdy, small. I'm not sure what small means. Over here, we've got the Grey Knight Terminators pushing way forward as well. Oh, they're Plague Marines. They serve Nurgle, not Corn. Chosen Plague Marines do get forced back there as well. One of them all detonated, cover the retreat. And now we've got the Mortimer Razorback pushing way forward as well. We've got the Chaos Heretics detonating one of the models there, suppressing. We've got the vulnerability ability on top of the Strike Squad, but the Grey Knight Terminators now pushing way forward as well. Blastmasters can force them back down to one last model there as well. Heretic Squad will need to fall back really shortly as well. I think the Heretic Squad just got fully wiped. And the Plague Champion will be falling back as well, but likely does get gunned down. Up north, we've got these forces pushing way forward as well. The VPs are slightly in favor towards red by a small margin. Seer Council trying to rip apart the Chaos Marine squads. They do rip apart the Chaos Marine squad. They're now still alive, but the Seer Council is more of an anti-infantry unit than an anti-vehicle unit.
Allies' forces are under attack.
And that shield gateway does go down.
Fight on and drive the enemy back.
If I need to kill all of you, please. Oh my god, I will. Okay, you really like corn.
Target in hand, sir.
Snipers pushing the way forward, and there's some Grey Knight Terminators now on the field. Right there, we've got the Chaos Space Marines pushing the way forward as well. Chosen Plague Marines are once again trying to engage on the front line, but Grey Knight Terminators are exactly what they do not want to see. These are Stormtroopers get forced back there. The Voldemort Razorback is so far going uncontested. Got a second Voldemort Razorback deployed out on the field as well. Great knockback there onto the strike squad. The two VPs are over here. They're captured by blue, so they're right now it's in favor of blue. While the central VP right here is captured up by red. We've got Seer Council and the Warlock pushing the way forward as well.
The enemy has 200 points remaining.
There's Chaos Terminators. They're currently unupgraded at the moment. The Chaos Dreadnoughts receiving a bit of health regen, and the Heretic Squad does get knocked back there by the forces. We got the Plague Chamber. Does use the Plague Cloud ability there. The Armor of Pestilence. Plasma Grenade does get thrown there. Receives some hits there onto the Chaos Terminator, and we do have the Dreadnought still fighting away. And looks like he does force back the Eldar for the most part. Some of the forces still moving around, but the Chaos Terminators are still at plenty of health remaining. Over here, we've got the two Voldemort Razorbacks pushing the way forward. Getting some great damage there onto these forces. He repaired up that Chaos Dreadnought. The Chaos Dreadnought has still the autocannon upgrade, and the Plague Champions are still getting knocked back by the Daemon Hunter. Grey Knight Terminators are still being also problematic on the front line. Blastmaster inside the garrison, but the Voldemort Razorbacks could force him back or wipe him out. Let's get outside the garrison now as well, which leaves them very vulnerable to the Grey Knight Terminators, and the Blastmaster goes down as well. We've got the Eldritch Sword now being cast on in right there, ripping apart the not ripping apart a whole lot. Looks like the other Plague Chain starting pushing way forward as well with some extra heretics. Raptor Squad does get forced back as well. Got the missile launcher barrage raining on in, but does go down to the Voldemort Razorbacks. The Voldemort Razorbacks going get some damage there. Honestly, I'm not so sure if they gave them voice lines to the term Chaos Terminators. Since this is a red team and the blue team, you generally give the voice lines a bit better whoever's the blue team rather than the red team. Because if I click on the Heretic Squads, I don't hear them either. It all depends who's team 1 rather than team 2. One more Razorbacks pushing the way forward as well. Gains some good hits there. Do got a Chaos Havoc. They need definitely a last cannon. And does wipe out the Chaos Marines. Yep, the autocannon's nice, but against Voldemort Razorbacks, they're able to just skirmish around. Voldemort Razorbacks, they don't look like it, but they are very effective versus vehicles and buildings. Looks like the Chaos Terminators do force back the Seer Council. Now the Warlock is next. Yep, the Warlock will not be a win out versus that. The Warlock potentially could get wiped out there. Because he uses shield right there. Oh, what type? Oh, Switchblade of Cornus. That's doing a lot more damage, actually. Nope. Providence. Grants the reduce cooldowns, makes it invulnerable. So you use the Providence ability right there to make stuff invulnerable. And that's actually the end of the replay. Red has run out of tickets. This is Angry saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.